Another question we have here, what advice do you have for an up-and-coming YouTuber? I really want to make YouTube videos, and I'm scared that people will laugh at me or write negative comments. So what advice do you have for an up-and-coming YouTuber, a person that's scared of making YouTube videos because she thinks that they're gonna laugh at her or write negative comments? So what advice can we give to this girl?
Well, people are going to laugh at you, and they're going to write negative comments. So then, that's a given. So there's nothing you can do to avoid that. But if you think it through, if you're being held back by doing something you feel you really love, by somebody who is being a jerk to you, then that person is owning your life. So do you want to give your life over to someone who's a jerk? I mean, it's just the basic of it. And, you know, if you're doing it for the right reasons, then you will find the gratification and the fulfillment through making the videos and speaking on what it is you feel passionately about. And it's like armor. Again, if you know yourself, you build the armor around truth. The truth of you is your armor. So, you know, don't just want to be a YouTuber because you want to be famous, or you think there's something glamorous about it, or you want all these people to love you. Because that is not, you're not, even, it doesn't matter how successful you are, you will still feel fake inside if you did it for the wrong reasons. So figure out what you want to say, which is a process, and maybe you do it through the videos. I don't know who I am, but I'm just going to make myself make videos to figure this out, and this will be a tool for this. And if you would like to come along the journey with me, that's great. Or do I know something awesome that I want to say to you? And you'll know that that's the right thing. So that's my advice.
I got really excited when you asked this question because I think it's something that's not really talked about as much. I think just like either the good side of YouTube or the bad side of YouTube is what talked about, not how do you get into this whole insane world of YouTube, which is filled with so many different things. And I was terrified when I first put myself out there and made the decision to turn on a camera, and I had no clue what I was doing. All I knew was turn the camera on, press record, and then hit upload. And yeah, it's real scary after that, once all the comments starts rolling in. And for many years, I just kept doing it, and I was talking about things that I liked, or random things, or clothes, or whatever it may be, and I would stop myself before I would say an opinion, before I thought, this is how I felt about this movie, or this is how I feel about this topic. And I would stop myself because I was already thinking, what are the comments going to say? So number one, I was already changing who I was, what I believed, what my values were, to please the people who are watching my videos. And I had to stop and ask myself, why am I doing this? Am I doing it for them? Am I doing it for me? Am I doing it to please other people? And I had to really think about it and realize that this is who I am. This is what I believe. And if other people don't like it, I respect it. If you have something to say, I wish you wouldn't, but if you feel the need to do it, at least you probably watched my video because you have something to say about it. So it's still kind of working in a good way. But having the fear of what other people are going to say kind of applies to so many different areas of our life. But having the courage in yourself, first of all, to say, okay, I'm going to record myself doing this and talking about this, and if someone says something bad about it, again, I understand, it's all right, maybe you're just having a bad day, but come back next week for my next video. So it's just something like that. Like, I don't know, it's one of the kind of things you just have to accept about YouTube. It's a factor that we unfortunately can't avoid. So you can either continue to put yourself out there and enjoy it, or you can kind of let other people's opinions kind of rein on everything. So I don't know.
Great tips. I think coming from YouTubers, I mean, this is valuable to anyone who's watching who wants to find the courage to upload a video. And it really, I mean, to me, I find, and I'm pretty sure the same goes with you ladies, it was really passion that inspired you to upload your first video. And I like to see passion as, you know, it's very similar to fire. Like, passion is fire. It's strong, it's beautiful, but it's wild. But if you can control it, it brings light and warmth to people, but it can also destroy. It's a very powerful tool, fire, passion. So I think, you know, understanding your passion and knowing what you can do with it, how it can really affect people for the good and bad, you know, because it's fire, it's passion. And I think really, when you start it, you can't really think about what other people are going to think about your channel or you. You can't really have that I guess in a sense that low-hanging cloud that's going to follow you around thinking, oh gosh, I don't want a negative comment, I don't want a thumbs down. Don't go on YouTube if you want validation. That's not what it's there for. YouTube is a place for you to spread your message, to share your visions to other people who are like-minded and people who aren't like-minded, because at the end of the day, you just want to share your message and your vision to people. They can choose to agree with it or not, but I think if it's truly your passion and that's something that you really believe in, don't let that stop you. Just really, really own up to it and really let that fire keep you alive and keep that passion alive and keep it ablaze. So what do you think of those videos on YouTube where girls are asking viewers if they're hot or not? And have you seen any of those videos? And what do you think of them?
What? Why would you want to do that? I'm just confused. I mean, is that really what you want to have your self-worth based on? Whether random people think you're hot or not? That's not going to see you very well into the future, my friend. I would avoid that, and I would say that it's probably kind of poisonous to your soul.
You know, we were talking earlier about stuff that you're passionate about. Yeah. Things like this is what I'm passionate about, and it makes me just like, I feel like I have so much to say. But I've read about those videos, and it blew my mind. Like, I was so sad for the girls who feel that they have to wear skimpy clothes and record themselves, and I haven't seen one. But from what I read, it's kind of like the title is, am I hot or not? Leave your comment below, which is a recipe for disaster in itself. And the fact that there's that issue out there that girls are having to find validation from other people breaks my heart and makes me kind of want to work harder and reach out and have more programs for girls to think, you know what, I don't need to have validation of my beauty or my hotness from a YouTube comment from somebody around the world. And it's just something that I want to see change. And it's not just the negative comments, it's the meaning behind having to do videos like that. Makes me just kind of want to go hug those girls and say, you're beautiful, don't do that. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think they're awful.
You know what I love about Native American teachings is that they don't believe in the competitive spirit, which is why we're doing circling right now. Circling, the idea came about in ancient Native American traditions where villagers and people would all come together, congregate, and each person, farmers, the leader, they all have a chance to speak and to say what they have, what's on their mind. If they're having issues with other people, they each have a chance to speak. And that's so powerful, having that chance to say something, to speak, to be heard. And I think oftentimes, you know, seeing that idea about how they're all about, not about competition, but about community, lifting each other up and being one with each other. And I think that's what we have to keep inspiring these girls. So when I see a girl, she's uploading a video asking if she's hot or not, she has that competitive spirit in mind, and we have to break that. We have to break that mindset and really share our vision and our ideals of community and self-worth and lifting each other up rather than pulling each other down. And it breaks my heart seeing that these girls are uploading videos just so that they can feel like, again, like they're validated, that they have self-worth from strangers. Like, who knows who these people are? And what if they say horrible things to them? That can have a really detrimental effect on that girl. I think what we as, you know, influencers, we have to spread our message and shed light on these girls and show and share and let them know that it's not about looks, it's not about gaining validation from other people on how hot or not you are. It's about how not even about how I am as in blah, 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 blah. Like, no more competitive spirit, no more of that mindset. It's more about what can I do to help others? What can I do to better myself and to better the people around my life? And I think it really starts there. It's that seed that you have to plant to grow that tree. Remember, it's all like symbolism there. And that's how I feel about it. So when I see that, I mean, I think I would leave a comment and I would say, you don't need this. You're beautiful. You don't need any of these people to tell you that you're worth it. And that's why when I film my videos, I start barefaced. Oftentimes, not all the time, because sometimes I have to go straight to like the eyes, but the reason why I show my bare face and I show no makeup on, and sometimes you see zits, you see like big pores on my face, I show that because it's real. It's it's okay to have imperfections because it's actually natural. It would actually be very strange not to have any imperfections because that's actually not natural. Oh. So I think like really embracing that and seeing that, you know, it's not about being the best, but being yourself best. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Well, also, I would just ask, what is this hot? What do you? Is hot? Is mean you want someone? Am I worthy of having sex with? Is that really the basis of which you wanted to be judged? Like, is it? Are there girls who are like, I'm hot because I know everything about biology? Like that? I could go behind that. But then you're basically saying, my self-worth is based on whether you want to have intercourse with me, and I think we have. Everybody's got a little bit more going on than that. I think so. Anyway.
Yeah, I definitely think if you're kind of like the best version of yourself, everything will just kind of fall into place. Everything.
I love it, absolutely. I hope the girls who uploaded those videos and they're watching this live chat, they're feeling that love, they're feeling that good vibes that we're giving to them, you know, because you are beautiful. You don't need anyone to validate that.